Hello. Running late as usual. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, AK.
Hi.
How are you?
So I'm wonderful. How are you?
That's a loaded question. I'm quite angry at my
So,
computer right now.
aw. Hi. Hi, Maribel. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie. She said hi to me. She said my name.
Hi, Sylvia. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Lai.
How was your day?
Oh, Elisa. Hi. It was crazy. It was a crazy day.
Yeah.
Um, Hi, Joyce. Hi, Reagan. Hi, DJ Bethy. Hi, everybody
You're
in
so
No More
good at
Games
making
Radio
sure to say
Land.
hi to every single person.
I like to say hi as people are coming into the room so
Because
they
you
feel
like
what?
because
Because I like what?
you like it when people say hi to you whenever you come into their room. Or their life.
Maybe.
Whose room are you going into?
My own
Hmm. I'm already
in
starting
my own
off.
room tonight. Welcome to No More Games Radio, Instagram Live for this evening. I'm DJ AK, Kelly Moe,
Hello, Mo.
and we might have somebody else joining us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not Donnie.
Oh my goodness, I see my aunt. Hi, Aunt Sharon.
Hi, Aunt Sharon. Hello, Ohio. Bobcat Mom. Hi. I feel so bad because I think I should know some of these people by more than just their screen name, but their pictures are so small I can't tell who they are.
Well, Sharon Bucco, that's my aunt.
Hi, Sharon. I love your
Well,
niece. She's amazing.
she's like, I think she's my great aunt.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, you're a great niece, I'm sure.
I am great.
Um, Hello, Red Man. The Red
Redman's
Man?
Superman. I mean, if you're really Redman, like, where's Method Man and,
Yeah,
the rest of
they're
the
on Staten
cast,
Island right now.
right?
Um, so we have preempted our usual episode of Blockhead Show and Tell. Well, this is
Yeah.
kind of a Blockhead Show and Tell in a way.
I mean, it kind of is. Ooh,
More of just a Blockhead Tell and Tell.
I got to
Yeah,
see you
I got to
last week.
see you too. It was so amazing. So Kelly and I were lucky enough to get to be a part of the studio audience at the Kelly Clarkson show last week when the New Kids on the Block were filming for the entire hour. How long was that taping? We're going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about it a little bit here tonight and tell you some of the things that went on behind the scenes that you weren't able to see because they were edited out. And, you know,
Yeah,
we got some inside scoop going on.
right?
But it was so much fun. But just to answer your question, my day was insane. Hi, my so-called whatever. Mwah, we love you. And I literally just got home from working like 11 and a half hours and I threw my makeup on in like 2 seconds. So if one of my eyelashes pops off, I'm
Listen,
just go with it.
you're
Just
doing
go with
better
it.
than me.
Just go with it, peeps. So show your mug
Oh,
and
this one?
your other mug. So, New Kids on the Block on Kelly Clarkson. If you missed it, then where the hell have you been at?
Where
Because
the hell you been?
it was it was a great show.
Yes.
Kelly Clarkson is adorable. First of all, hi Kim. Kelly Clarkson is adorable.
Oh my gosh, she's so precious. And
She,
she's so real and like very down to earth.
yep, and also super teeny, like teeny tiny, like very slender,
She's,
very slender.
I thought she was gonna be shorter than she is. However, she was wearing some real retro 90s heels. So, right?
Those heels,
Like the
those
platform and all that. A little crazy.
those heels were crazy. Oh, here comes Dory.
There's
I think we're going to
Papa.
bring my friend Dory in too. Dory is one of the patrons of No More Games Radio. She has been from the beginning because she is such an awesome person and a great friend. Let me see if I can invite her.
Annie, what was your favorite part of the show, watching it on TV? Like, what was your favorite? I definitely want to know what people's favorites were. I know what my favorite part was. Being in the audience was crazy.
Hello.
Hi,
Maybe I
Dory,
should put the light
Dory.
on.
I was just going to say, we can't see. Hi,
Sorry,
Dor.
I fell asleep. I just woke up.
Oh,
Hi.
Dory.
I know I slept in
Hi.
my Ranger game and then I fell asleep.
So
How are you?
Dory is a native New Yorker, but now she's a Jersey girl. And she's a patron of the station. As I was saying, she has been a patron since the beginning, and she has also done a power hour for us, which is awesome.
Yep.
Yes.
Um,
My freestyle
and
power hour.
freestyle, that's right. Freestyle
Yes.
freaks. There's Clarita. Hi, Clarita. Um,
Marina.
so we were just talking
And
about how
Hi, Gina.
first of all, Kelly Clarkson is adorable and super teeny tiny.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh, she came and sat right in front of you guys for a minute, right?
Yes.
She did. She sat in front of us, but wait, we'll get to that part. We'll get to that
Okay.
part. So first, everybody that is in the know sent in their request to be part of the studio audience, and then you were supposed to get an email, right? Giving you tickets.
I guess. I didn't
Neither
know
one
that
of us,
until you told me.
none of us, none of us got in that way.
No.
No.
So Dory works in the city at 30 Rock, and so she was able to get tickets for us.
Really quick, Dory.
Yes.
Have you
You know
met
Kelly,
the
right?
dog of 30 Rock?
No.
You
No.
know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? So Kelly
But
had him on one of her shows. I think it was it was just before the New Kids were on. And I'm like, they have a dog in 30 Rock? How
is the
amazing.
dog black?
No, I think he's like a yellow
No, because
lab.
I saw a black lab and it was something with the Today Show.
Oh,
And I saw
that
it the
might have been
other day.
the drug sniffer.
No, it was something with the show. I don't know exactly what it is, but
Maybe
everybody
he was the
everybody
drug sniffer.
everybody in the lobby was petting it and I was like, I just gotta get to work. Let me get around.
So he
Usually I would
accused
pet the
me.
dog too if I wasn't late, as always. So
Clarita said she's sad because she requested it 2 weeks prior to the show, but she didn't get an email. I'm sorry, Diva.
yeah.
It was fun. We had a good time. So Kelly, tell them how you ended up there.
Well, I don't want to go too far ahead in the show, though.
Okay. Well,
So there were special guests who were on the show, and I was invited by one of them to be their companion at the show. So I got to go and be with one very awesome friend, and then it allowed me the opportunity to see a couple other little awesome friends for a minute. I got to sit by you for a second. That was awesome. They put us near you.
I know that was really like such a coincidence that we ended up next to each other in the same row. But so the theater or the studio, I should say, was bigger than I anticipated because
Oh,
I've been to some
let you
show
know,
tapings before.
I was told that used to be Letterman's studio when Letterman was on NBC
Really?
many years ago. Many
Oh,
before to CBS.
interesting.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. I always interrupt her. She's used to it by now.
Listen,
Oh,
you're
I
from
am
New
used
York.
to it.
You Jerseys, you get it. You
She's
New
from
York and
New
Jersey.
yeah.
York.
Good. Sorry. What
So,
did we
and right,
learn at the show, though? We learned that New Jersey's basically New York.
Well,
mm,
Yeah,
honorary.
not
to
if you're a New
know.
Yorker. Um,
It's true.
Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, we have so many people coming in. So the theater was bigger than I anticipated because I've been to some show tapings before and I feel like the studios are always so small. but she had quite a bit of room on her soundstage, I would say.
Yeah. I'm really amazed that all the
All
all
the
the
peepers?
peeper, all the peepers, all the peoples that are on, I'm still saying it. All of the people that are down there on the set, because I want to say stage, but really it's not like a stage, it's just a set.
Well, what's the technical term for it, Dory? Because you work in
Studio.
TV. Studio?
Okay.
Mhm.
So there's so many people on that floor, like at any given moment. But really, the only person you ever really see is just when Kelly's coming off of doing Kellyoke, and you see what's his name, uh, Joe or Jay or something like that, who comes and helps her get down, step down. Like that's what you see. There's so many people there that you never see on actual TV. It's
There were a
Yeah.
ton
amazing.
there were a ton of people there, and there were a lot of people there not only working for Kelly, but there were a lot of people there with the new kids.
The
Like
entourage.
Yeah,
they definitely had their entourage, and we could see Jared like on the side
and
of the
Frank,
studio floor, like texting and looking
Kevin and
doing
Sonny
always
were
doing
both there.
business. Kevin
Yes,
was there. Yep, we
and
saw
Sonny,
him. And
and
Sunny and Kevin
yeah,
Marr and and Crunchy Kevin.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them. Um, and Blocky was there
Oh yes,
holding.
who was in that costume?
I don't know.
We
You
know
don't
the
know.
series.
The mystery is now who is Blocky and who is Slug a Bear.
No, no. See, Slug Bear is that's a true mission. I mean, I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but I'm determined to get him to talk.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
don't know if
talk very much.
that's going to happen, but so yeah, they had somebody in the Blocky costume. They were calling him Blocky. Is that the
Yeah,
name?
yeah, yeah. That's his
I think
name.
So
I think we're probably right about who you think it was, Amanda. I won't give it away. But on thinking about it, I think that's probably who it was. And just to point out real quick, my sister is watching, and she pointed out that Conan O'Brien has also used the studio that we were in.
which
How cool is
which
that?
sister?
Jeannie.
Hi,
Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie.
Oh yes, Conan. Okay, so Conan was in that theater. Letterman was in that theater. So she has some pretty esteemed
Yeah,
predecessors.
Oh, Dr. Oz,
and
I think. There's
yeah,
a whole bunch of people that have used that studio. And it's
literally.
right across from, see, now you didn't see this because they let us in on the seventh floor, but it's right across the hall from Jimmy Fallon's studio.
So Kelly did get to see
Yes,
Oh,
that.
oh, you did.
I
Okay.
stole water from his table in the hall, and I didn't mean to.
Did you see
I'm
his
sure.
Grammy? Oh, the Roots Grammy. The Roots Grammy is up on the wall. It's not his Grammy.
I did. Yeah, I did see that. That was really cool. And it was really neat to be back there. Like, I just sat at one point, I had to just sit by, well, literally right across from one of Jimmy's little, like, green room areas. And I was just like, this is insane. And I'm looking around and I'm like, okay. And then here come the new kids, and I'm like,
That's great.
and then here comes all their dancers and all their denim. And I'm like, oh, okay, they have dancers. What's
Yeah,
going
that's
on? This is
surprising.
crazy.
Is
Hmm?
that the same? Are they the same dancers from the video? They
I do
must.
believe so.
I think so too. I think they kind of looked like it. Hi, Kenny. Um,
Kenny
I
G.
Kenny G. So so Kelly Clarkson. So first of all, the show is taped in complete random
Order.
order. The very first thing that they taped was the guy's performance
They
singing
wanted to get that out of
Kids.
the way, right?
Is there like a logical, like, tell me, Dory, because you work in TV, like, what's the
Probably has
logistics behind that?
it probably has to do with utilizing that part of the set because they were all the way to the left from where we were, using that and then being done with it and then getting out of that area and then coming over. And then they did all the stuff with them on the set after, with her
That's
sitting on the couches.
true. They really kind of started on that left side because they did their little, they were in that little nook to start
Right,
off with when Joey was given that hot look that he
right.
gave at the beginning of the song.
Oh
And
my
then they
god.
moved just to the left of that where her band was for her to do the
For her,
karaoke.
and then they finished
And then that was the
that
end.
completely moved over. So I think it has to do with that probably. not having to move the cameras all the way back over there again. Like they do that stuff and they get it over with and they come back to more of the center where we were and they don't have to go back to that area again.
But that
Gotcha.
makes so much
So you can
sense.
do it all out of order and then people like me that edit it can put it together later.
Right.
Give you a lot
Were
of work
you
to do.
were you surprised at how much was edited out?
Yes. I didn't know they were going to edit. Like they edited a lot of the dance
Yes,
competition out. Yes.
they
A
did.
lot
Like,
of it.
come on. I
A cou-
wanted to see the y'all. Jordan did the Macarena. Jordan did
Oh,
the
right.
Macarena.
That in. That's
I was
right.
so upset. I'm like, Cabbage Patch, give me the Macarena.
he
He
Seriously.
also
he
didn't know
really
it that well. He kind of like flubbed it a lot, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Yeah.
he was not great at the Macarena, but he was good at the Cabbage Patch. He even put a little like
He
he was in there
did.
doing his
Right.
He
thing.
did. I felt bad for
He
John
was
that they put him up against Jordan, though.
I
I think
think they did that on purpose because then he wouldn't feel as intimidated maybe. Like I don't know. Brothers. It was
yeah.
so funny. Yamanika, the girl who hosted
So
that dance challenge, so she was a pisser, and you didn't see a lot of the like stuff that she was doing, although you could tell she was like a fan and she was a little uh flustered by the
Yeah.
guys. And
Especially.
even at one point when Jordan and John were doing their dance battle, I think this was the one that was edited out. She was like
she's like, I got
kind
to
of
see
like
that back.
looking.
Yes,
Yeah,
she did say that.
yeah. She was hilarious, and she said something to Kelly about making her like teenage dreams come true. And yeah, she was very enamored
That was
with
great.
the
She
guys.
was. And she was a little flirty there with Joe and Jordan.
She was super flirty, but it was really funny. But again, like so everything was kind of so yeah, they really kind of worked their way from the left to the right because that was towards the end of the filming and that was all the way on the complete opposite side of the stage. So that makes sense, Dory, if you're saying that they, are doing it so that the equipment
Right.
doesn't have to be moved around as much. It's cool to have your perspective because you have worked in studios before.
And I like that you noticed, because I didn't really notice it until you pointed it out, that each camera had a little graphic of who was who. So if
Yes,
the
I thought
said
that was funny.
Joe, the camera
So
guys know
explain
who Joe is.
I
You
was
know,
just gonna say, explain why. So on each camera, there was like a photo legend of a picture of each of the guys with their name underneath it. And I said to Dory, "Why? Look at that. Why do you think that is?" So tell them why.
well, because the camera guys probably could care less about the new kids on the block and have no idea who each one is. Maybe they know Donnie from Blue Bloods, but if the director says, "I need a shot of Danny, get me a shot of him," or the two of them together, he needs to know who's. They need to know who's who, and it's easier just to have a graphic right in front of their faces so they don't forget who's because there's five of them.
Right.
I think that made that easier for them.
I've actually noticed that at concerts too, that I've seen where sometimes the camera people or whatever, like if they're not, maybe it wasn't a concert, maybe it was like at a theater or something. There was a picture of who all the guys were with their names for the person operating. It might have been in Vegas. I can't remember.
Oh, there you go. My sister says they call them shot charts. I didn't know that. My sister is also a television person, so she's helping us. She's
Thank
filling in some.
you.
Oh, I get it. So it's,
Yes.
the chart of who you got to get the shot of.
Yes.
That
Yes.
makes so much sense because if you said, we need the close up on Danny,
They're not gonna know who Danny is.
well,
Exactly.
the guy who looks like he should be in the Village People.
Stop
Like,
it right
I'm
now.
He was saying that.
sorry.
It was so funny.
Huh?
You were saying that the whole time we were there. It was cracking me up.
It's
I was ready for
super
him to
hilarious.
put on some leather chaps and do the YMCA. Sorry, Danny girls. Do not at me. Do not at me.
Adder.
But he's so tan. He's so tan. It's like one of these things is not like the other. He's so tan. He
He's the
has
Greedo.
like he has like a porn stash going on. He does. You're laughing because it's
I
true.
can't with you
And
right now.
I listen. I'm not mad at him.
I'm surprised Dad wasn't there. He's usually with him everywhere. Good.
His
That's
tan
true, but I
color was
think they
good.
were doing. I think they were there for a couple days, probably prepping and stuff like that. So maybe Dan Senior decided to sit it out. Sorry, I got to adjust myself here. So I was live on the air the other night, and I played the song I opened my show with was 1985 by Bowling for Soup. And it was Thursday night, so it was the night before the show aired, and I was like, I'm just gonna play this song in honor of the retro show for Kelly Clarkson, and you guys will, see why. So Kelly, tell us a little bit. Were you already sitting out there for that part?
Yeah, I was out there for the whole beginning up until the girls went to the back table with me.
Is that Oreo?
Yes, it is. Would you like to see? Can I turn this around?
That's Dory's puppy Oreo. Oh, Mr. Man.
He's making his Instagram debut.
Oh,
And
Mom
barking.
needs
congratulations.
attention.
You're so handsome.
Sorry to interrupt you. Go
I
on.
No,
used to have a
that's
cat named
okay.
Oreo.
You did?
I used to, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, the
I know
Kelly,
we're going to hear that song 15 times because she performed it 4 times
like,
because she kept screwing it up 1985.
I love it when Kelly Clarkson
Oh,
cusses
That was fun.
yeah, and she did.
Yes.
a lot. The F word and a lot, and I'm like, oh, I love
She was
her.
like,
She's
fuck this song. She,
just used to be a regular person. Then she won Idol, and now she's got her own show.
I know.
Right?
Regular person, you know.
But
And
yeah, so
I feel like she really is very down to earth and just very regular. But I'm like, oh my god, she cusses and like, this is amazing.
she was getting frustrated because she was saying like the song has so many words to it. And like and when she came out, I believe she said they hadn't rehearsed it. So
You could tell.
you could tell.
Yeah.
And she was having trouble because it's a lot of words, and the rhythm and
The
the
inflection.
flow, so to speak, like, yeah, the diction, it was tripping her up. So yeah, we heard her sing it. Did she finally get it right on the fourth
I
try?
think so.
I'm never getting out of here today.
it it was a long ass taping, but
It
It
was
was.
fun.
it was so much fun. So in the theme of the show, she chose that song 1985 by Bowling for Soup as the karaoke. And then I couldn't get it out of my head for like the next 3 days, and I was like, this is not even that good.
Oh, she did
It's
so
catchy.
good though.
It's
She
catchy.
could sing she could sing the phone book, honestly, and I'm sure she'd sell out, arenas because she is so talented. And then she just got up there and she did it like it was nothing.
Hmm. I loved it.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
the song better now that she sang it, I think. Like, I never cared about the song before. It's almost like when Dave Matthews covers a song that I could care less about, and then all of a sudden I like it. It was similar here because I never cared about that song, but I loved the way she sang it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Really
she
did.
did very well.
And she did look super cute in her denim skirt and her,
Aw.
it must have been, it was like an off the shoulder bodysuit
Yeah.
because it was
Probably.
super tight.
But her mic
And
wasn't,
then she had these,
and it was driving me crazy the whole time. When she was in front of me, I almost wanted to tuck the mic wire in, but I said, I can't touch her. I'll get in trouble. But it was like, did you notice that? It was like hanging out the back of her. The wire was up and around her back, and it was driving me crazy. You didn't notice it? Okay. It's just me.
no, but I'm saying somebody should get in trouble for that, Dor. Get on that.
Did he get in trouble?
She was wearing these shoes, like we said in the beginning, that were the heel was so high. It had to be a 6-inch
I would
heel.
kill myself in those. I don't know how she walks in those.
She did a very fine job at it though.
That's true. But I did notice she would have help getting up and down off the risers because
Yeah, because they were platform in the front and in the
Yeah.
back. Like they were very old school 90s esque platform shoes. And her bangs, of course, were like perfectly curled under,
yeah, she
and
was.
She was
I think
adorbs.
she was totally
I mean, I
adorable.
weight, but seeing her in person, she lost a ton of weight.
Yeah.
You can't tell on TV exactly how much. I mean, she's really thin. She looks great. Good for
Yeah,
her.
yeah, for sure. Yes, Diva, she did take them off for the dance challenge because there was no way she would have been able to do
No,
it.
she
They
was
were,
foul.
yeah, they were aggressive. They
And
were
Joe
aggressive.
up as well. See that part on the show when he
What was
What?
it?
when Joe kicked his shoes off to do the pirouette, or was
Yes.
that the pirouette? Yeah, that's why he kicked
It
his shoes.
was a pirouette. What did she kept calling it? The
A
plie.
plie.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. That part they showed, I guess.
Yes,
They cut out a lot of that though.
they did, and I'm glad they kept in the gay joke that Joe said that he didn't
That
realize he
was
was making a gay joke.
funny.
I
That
loved
was
it
great.
so much.
But I was wondering if people that aren't fans understood what he was saying. Probably not, right? I was wondering. I'm like, if you don't know
Probably
John and
I
not.
Kelly,
doubt
you
it.
would know what they were referring to, right?
Meanwhile, Harley, the adorable Harley, was there sitting right in the front row supporting his husband, and it was so cute. But yeah, Joe kind of made a comment about how, they were saying, making fun of Jonathan, that he was hiding in the back or something, and Joe was like, John doesn't hide
Right.
anymore. And everybody was like, oh, snap. But he did not mean it that way. I really don't think he meant it that way.
Right.
No, he just
I
wanted to.
think I think your man, Joe Kelly, says stuff before he fully thinks it through.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah. Your dude don't. He's the only one who probably doesn't. Because he's like, nah, I ain't even gonna promise nobody nothing because he probably ain't gonna do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do they got a Starbucks there? Will I be able
Can
to
I,
see my stocks?
can I just say one thing? So Dory and I, where we were sitting, we had like a perfect sight line to Jordan. And at one point, oh yeah, go ahead. Tell them, Kelly, because I have no game.
She's so cute. She's like, Jordan,
Yeah,
Jordan.
the whole show. Yeah.
I was like Amanda.
I was like,
Couldn't catch his eye though, or Donnie. Couldn't get Donnie's eye either.
Try. Are you a Donnie girl?
No, I mean, yes, I love Donnie, but no, Amanda and I share Jordan. We have that in common.
Okay.
yes, we're both
But I love
Jordans.
him.
But
Don't get me wrong, just that he's not my.
I just want to point out that at one point in the show, and it did not make the camera, but Jordan was like rubbing his nose, and then he like wiped it on his pant leg.
You pointed
And
that
I
out to me. I remember.
was like, somebody get this man a handkerchief. He is probably wearing $700 jeans, and he just wiped his hand on them
Yeah.
after rubbing
Well,
his nose.
too.
I mean, again, they're just human, but I was like, he's on television. Like sometimes I
Right?
feel like they're almost too comfortable with each other. But
I mean, how long have they been doing it though? Like it's been years.
it brings me to my point that they were in such good form though that day. Every single one of them was in such like a good mood. They were on,
Hmm.
especially, I mean, Donnie's always on, but like sometimes it's hit or miss with some of the other
But John
guys. What do you
had
guys think?
really good quips that he got in there. I thought John was great that day, and he doesn't usually say much.
Jonathan?
Yes, yes, Annie, I'm a Jordan girl from day one since
I
19.
liked. So I kind of like Jordan. I'm a Joey girl with Jordan tendencies, but I do have this thing for Jordan's hands, and I feel like most Jordan girls probably do. Am I wrong? No.
I like to watch his hands when he's playing the piano.
Right, but like pay attention to his fingers. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. I don't want to be judged or nothing here, but like his fingers, like they're just I don't. He's got really nice hands. So shut up. Stop looking at me like that. But he did that thing whenever Kelly asked him if they wanted to do different genres or whatever or
He always
Oh,
genre,
had that with the country. What was
and
that?
he like threw his finger up, and I'm like, oh, the finger
hmm,
went up. Like he's super old. Me.
yeah,
I'm gonna stop. See, she knows long ass fingers.
yes. Those are those are piano fingers. That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
he's a
But I
pianist.
mean, you can interpret that however you want, people. But yes, so so after they did their song, and then Kelly did her song, and then they like closed down the set and they reset everything to set it up to like the couches, whatever you would call that, like the
The
talk
main
show portion
part.
of it.
Hmm?
And um and they came out to a roaring crowd of all old and new faces, I would say. And it was so cool because even the guy who was like the warm up guy for the audience, what the
Jay.
hell was his name?
Jay.
Jay.
Jay. he posted afterwards. I don't know if you guys saw, but you know how we have a habit of having very loud mouths.
Yeah.
He posted that we were the loudest audience they ever had. He was measuring the decibels
Yes.
on his phone on some sort of app,
It
and
was like
we were the
his watch.
was it his
Yeah, I
watch?
told him he was in a loud environment.
So, but afterwards, he even had the number of decibels. I think we were at
102.
102 decibels or something like that, which was the loudest that they had ever had. And I was like, we still got it. Um,
You know what? I gotta say this because I thoroughly enjoyed this moment. But when I got him to say DILF,
That was you?
yeah,
Oh, that was so funny.
I
That,
I felt like that was a success.
that was very funny.
you should definitely pat yourself on the back for that. Tell them, explain to them what he was saying.
Okay, so he said some calling the guys like our kids. He's like, kids, your men, your mans. What do I say? I'm like DILF.
And the rest of us were like, the guys. We say the guys.
Yeah,
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 I
that
was
was
like the
the
guys. Don't say
right.
men. It just feels too. No, we can't be having the thoughts we have sometimes. So no, we gotta say the guys. And they're not
yeah,
boys because we're not pedophiles.
right.
But also, I mean, not all of them are. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Not all of them are dilfs to me,
Mm,
but all of them have somebody in the fandom who would call them a dilf.
yeah, yeah.
Joseph.
And Danny's even a gilf now because he's got
Oh,
grandkids.
that's right. Gilf. I have never heard that one. That was very.
So, yeah. See that? You're learning new things today, Dory.
Yep.
Aren't you glad you joined us tonight? I'm so glad you did.
I'm glad I woke up. I
Um,
fell asleep, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta see if Amanda's on yet." Sorry.
I'm jealous that you had a nap. Uh, let me tell you, I needed a nap after that day. First of all, it was cold and raining in the city
Yeah.
too, which is apropos for any time that the new kids on the block are doing something in New York
Right.
City. I feel like it's always raining when they're in New York. And even Joey posted a story about that too. He said rain in New York is good luck for the new kids
Yes.
because we can all harken back to them sliding all over that Today Show
Yes.
stage back in the day when they first announced their
Well, we can't
reunion. That
count
was,
rain in Boston because that was awesome too at Fenway
Oh
Park.
yeah.
Just
yeah, oh, that is
For
very
sure.
true.
Jordan sliding on the stage was my favorite
They were
The
having fun
slippy
with it.
slide.
I was afraid somebody was gonna get hurt. Now I should be more afraid because it's been quite a few years.
thing.
Yeah, but I think
Um,
now they travel with like doctors and chiropractors and people doing their IV drips, and they're sponsored by Bengay and Advil and
and kinesiology tape.
yeah, and exactly.
Yeah, K tape and
Yeah,
braces.
That was
yes.
a long day for you. I then had to stay and work from 4 to midnight because it was Super Tuesday, and I was doing
Yeah.
production graphics. So I was in that building from 9 in the morning until midnight. Well, except for
Hmm.
when we went. But
So you were working about how long it took for me to get home that night.
why? Where do you?
Yeah, I flew right after the show. I'm in Florida,
Oh, I
and
didn't.
I flew right after the show to get home. But I had to like make accommodations with my flight, so I flew out of Orlando, which is 2 hours away from me.
Oh my goodness.
And my car was there, so I had to get my car from Orlando. And do you know how hard it was to walk through the airport? Because I did Newark Airport, and to walk through the airport and see a flight that was leaving at like 4:30 that said Jacksonville, and that's where I live. And I'm like, if my
Oh,
car wasn't in Orlando,
Right.
right.
ugh. But yeah, it was 100% worth it. I would do it all again the exact same way if I could.
That's awesome.
So,
You're able to come.
so
Wow.
you were in and out though. It was a quickie for you, but so tell them why. Tell them why you were there.
So I have two very good friends that I have known for a while. One, you may know her name, is Christina.
Hmm.
Christina and I have been friends since I think it was either 2017 or 2018. Um, and then I met another friend, Teresa, in 2022. She just so happened to be looking for a kidney. So I went to support my girls and got to hang out with Teresa. So yeah, I got in late on Monday night, like seven
Oh
something.
wow.
That flight got delayed a bunch. And then yeah, I got to go and have a piece of New York cheesecake and a piece of pizza and walk around Times Square a little bit. Um, and then sleep and take a shower. Listen, have you guys ever stayed at a Hard Rock hotel?
Mm-mm.
There is a speaker in the shower head.
Oh wait, look at her face.
It is amazing.
Is
That is amazing.
Amazing. And there's two shower heads. So you had like the one that you could take off. And I'm like, what is this music I'm hearing? I'm like, what is going on here?
not allowed
So
or
it was crazy. And I'm like, what the freak is that? But then when I realized, I was like, no shit. And then when I got out of the shower, there's a sticker on the mirror that says, scan. Yes, we do need that meow meow crew. I should have
Yes,
put
we
on my
do.
headband. I have my cat ears over there.
Aw.
They have a Spotify QR code on the mirror that you can scan to get the playlist.
Oh my
what?
God. Are you
You
kidding?
want to know what the number one song was?
Yes.
Waterfalls by TLC.
Oh,
We've never been to a hotel that had that, but we have been to a hotel that had a sink that looked like a penis, right, Dor?
that was what she was gonna say. That was the Borgata, wasn't it?
It might have been.
Yeah.
But it was to see new kids.
The casino tour. Wasn't that the Borgata?
Oh yeah,
Vegas.
yes.
Oh my god, I knew that was what she was gonna say.
So now we all need to stay at the
That,
Hard Rock. That sounds
that's a
lovely.
long.
She's not lying. Ugh.
Wasn't it too?
I would take that shower head and sing right into it like I was Ferris
Oh my
Bueller.
god,
What?
I would just sing
I
along.
I have to tell you, Amanda. I thought of you earlier, watching the kids video. Oh, I wasn't watching it. It was on an Instagram story that the new kids put out,
Yeah.
and Jordan into a spoon, and I almost did a split screen of him with the spoon and you with the spoon at the City Winery because Amanda will sing anything that she can, and
Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
I'm
where's
gonna
your
do a
highlighter?
split screen of him singing.
I only have a Sharpie tonight. But yes, that's funny. You should do that. That was so funny too, because when I saw the video, not to digress from the Kelly Clarkson show, but when I saw that video, I was like, Jordan Knight has never swept a floor one day in his life, except maybe when he was a kid and Marlene made them do chores, which I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Of
she was
course.
like, you're sweeping the floor, you're doing that. They had that big old house. She couldn't do it all by herself.
No.
But I was like, no way.
Here's the
He doesn't sweep the
narrator
floor.
in the background. Listen to your mother.
But that was so it was so cool to hear them talk. And it's funny to be in a part of the audience where we could see the camera and we could see like the direction that the camera people and Kelly were getting from the, like, I guess the director, door who puts up like rap and who puts up like, you know, cut or whatever. What were the messages that it was saying on the camera, giving her the cues?
That's a good question. Probably producers do, but I don't know who actually puts it physically on there. Um, the stage manager enacts that, and the stage manager is not Jay. Jay was the audience guy. The stage manager was the other gentleman with the gray hair.
Hmm.
The one
Yeah, it
that I
starts with a J too. I'm gonna Google it.
That's who Donnie was talking into his mic,
yeah,
right?
that's the stage
Yes.
manager. But I do that in the control room. That's a good question. Maybe my sister knows. She's still on. But
It was funny because they were on such a roll.
they were ignoring.
Um they were completely ignoring the cues, but I think Kelly um you know, was just kind of letting them riff
Right.
because we all know Donnie could talk a dog off a chuck wagon, and Joey was really talkative also. And like you said, Jonathan was getting in there, Jordan was getting in there. So she was just kind of letting them go, even though they were getting these signals to wrap it up, break, break.
I don't think they cut any of their conversation. Right, just the dance challenge. I feel like.
No, they did cut some of their conversation.
Oh,
Not a lot, but they did cut some of it.
right.
Just some of the maybe like awkward parts, but it's funny because I think she says she can see the
Yeah, I
hockey
have.
TV in your glasses and I can too.
Oh, that's funny.
I think Kelly was less of a New Kids fan. I think her sister was the New Kids fan from their conversation.
She said she was getting points for doing this interview, right? Isn't that what she
Yeah,
said? Something like that.
she's younger. She's a little bit young, I think. She's probably more of an NSYNC Backstreet.
That's
That was probably more her era.
her era. That's what I meant to say. So my sister says the stage manager, but what we're talking about is above the camera, Jeannie, there was a monitor, and the monitor would have like a red like background of the word rap.
Rap.
And Amanda's asking who actually puts that in. I'm a graphics person, I don't know. But yeah, the stage manager was also trying to like, what do you call it? Like rap, sing.
Yeah.
But there was a monitor ignoring on the monitor, telling them to rap. One said, what did it say? It said rap, and then after that it said like break or something. No, the tally light, I was telling Amanda what the tally light was on the cameras.
Wait, don't say it. I think I know what that is.
What?
Is that the light on top of the camera that tells you which one's on?
Yes, remember I told you that? Did I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Amanda's tour guide. I give her all the information.
She
But,
really does. She's great.
I'm glad I knew that.
She's also my personal photographer, but that's a whole nother story.
and I'm also
You'll have
the
to
person
come.
who says, what did Jordan say when I was talking to him? I can't remember. I'm like, how do you not remember? Remember when we did the stingy party and you're like, what did he say? When he
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
spell the
What
word.
did he say?
Remember that?
Yeah. So he couldn't spell the word unfinished. God love him. But
Just take that I and put it over there.
yeah. That's a we'll have to do our own live one night, me and Dory, because we have so many stories that go all the way back to the very beginning of the reunion. But this was one of the more fun things I think that we've done over the years, because we've done a whole mess of stuff.
Yes.
I did love that we got to see them perform Kids. Did they do it 3 times or 2 times? Twice.
Can I?
And
I'm not a very good fan lately, and that was the first time I ever heard that song, and I was sucked right in. I was like, this song is great. I hadn't heard it before the show, and I thought,
it just came out. Dory, don't feel bad because it had only come out at midnight.
Yeah.
yeah, but
The night
if
before.
years ago, I would have been all over it. I would have had all the lyrics memorized by then, but I didn't. And when I heard it, I fell in love with it. I've listened to it like 300 times since.
I think it's so catchy. I can't get it out of my head. I keep talking. I keep saying the wrong words though. I keep saying that we're kids from the wrong side of town, which I know that's not the right words. And I've been trying to do the challenge, the dance challenge, and I'm it's not working out. Meow Meow Coo cannot get it out of their heads either. It's a fun song, and I cannot wait to hear the rest of the album. Like Donnie came on to a live with us a few weeks ago and said that they were going to be doing a full length album, and we were like, "Oh my god!" But I mean, it's 14 songs that we have coming up. This is just one of them.
Is that
This
the
is
live that
huge.
you're talking about? That was months ago. It wasn't weeks ago. Or was there another one? Was there
I
another
don't
live
remember.
when I took
It was.
sent it to you?
I don't remember, Dor.
That was
When was it, Kel? Do you know? Kelly knows everything.
All I can think about is I know that he came on our live around Thanksgiving time, but I think we were playing Would You Rather with Blockheads Unite,
Oh,
and he came
oh,
on
yeah,
that
yeah.
one. But I feel like he came on again. There
He
was
did.
another one.
He
Oh
did
yeah. Teresa just said when Rat Tail was
that's the
with
on.
one
I
I'm
Rat
think it
Tail.
was with them.
that's the one I'm
Yes.
thinking.
Yep.
Yes.
Hi, Teresa.
They have
So
plenty of
Teresa was very lucky to have her story shown on the show. As you guys know, she is a blockhead that started coming around with her big heart sign because she was in need of a kidney. And as Donnie, said so eloquently on the show, she was advocating for herself, and through a series of miraculous events and just this chain of events was so amazing, and it ended up that she was able, through the Block Nation, somehow
Right.
somewhere, her match was out there, and it happened to be Christina, who saw her banner on the cruise, and
Yeah.
amazing. That's
So
amazing.
It's mind-blowing, really, when you think about it, because this is not the first time this has happened in this fandom. This is the second time this has happened.
well, here's the fucking mind blowing piece. Christina Meyer.
Yes.
We love
Who's
Christina
been on, she's been on the station before. She's been on, she
Show and
did
Tell.
Blockhead Show and Tell with us. Yep. She's
Um,
awesome.
Teresa was also her very first interview that she got, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Teresa. Was on a stop collab on our station with Beth and I.
She and her son, right?
Yes, her and Connor.
Yeah.
Um, so here's another funny thing that is just like, I have a few of them. Hang on. Christina Meyer tried to donate before, but it didn't work out to
Oh
a
wow.
Huh.
blockhead, and it didn't work out. And I
Interesting.
think that was meant to be because that person got the kidney they needed. It wasn't from a blockhead, but that person is still alive today, and it's amazing. And then Christina. So here's the thing: Beth and I were together on that crew. Well, we were around each other. Yes, No More Games was her first interview.
Yay.
Um, Beth and I were near each other on the cruise in 2022. Christina and her little bunch of people that she was with, I know Carmen was there, and I don't remember who else, but there was like a group of us sitting there. And then Beth spotted Teresa and Connor at another table and had said, "Oh my gosh, I wanted to meet you. Hey, hey, hey," in person. And then she brought her over to introduce her to me. And so I didn't even recognize her at first. She had her face covered in sparkly jewels because it was Halloween night, I think it was. And so that was the first time getting to meet her and Connor in person. And then we turned and introduced her. Hey, these are our friends, Christina, so and so, so and so. So they briefly encountered for a split second, but it didn't stay in their heads.
Yeah.
And then I have goosebumps, so much goosebumps. And then when Christina started doing the testing because she saw the banner on Lido Deck, her and a few other people did. And it just turns out that, and I have goosebumps all the way down to my toes, that Christina was a direct match, which is not extremely common.
Wow.
More
No.
than likely, you're going to be, and I've learned so much
It's
being friends
not
with Teresa about
extremely
it.
common unless it's a family member, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs on that, but how crazy is it? And this is one thing we talked about, like, how crazy is it to know you can sit here across from two people and know that that person has one kidney and the other kidney is inside this person and saved her life? I want to cry. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
You did
And
cry.
Kids were all right.
it
Yeah.
was
They were
freaking phenomenal. And then well, I can't even. My mind is just gone.
so
It's a
It
phenomenal
was
story.
it was
But
amazing that they gave them a segment to talk about it, and it's so you
hi
know,
T.
high tea. It shows the you know the scope of the love in this community, and that, like, how far reaching it is. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, there's a bunch of bitches at shows, and people can be, jerky, and in the chats and in the groups on Facebook and stuff like that. Are there a lot of, catty, like, mean people? Yeah. But for the most part, I think the community that we have here is, it's so special.
phenomenal.
It's so amazing. I said to Donnie one time, I think they should do a sociological study on the Block Nation, because I really think it's like the relationship that we have with each other and the relationship that we have with this band. It's like no other connection, I think, in the history of music, really.
it can't be explained unless you're in it, right?
Right.
I always like people can't understand it when
Well,
you
and
try to.
even Kelly was like blown away that, like, you didn't know her, but you just wanted to give her, this beautiful gift of life. And she's like, this is freaking
Right.
unbelievable, and it's really amazing. Yes, Meow Meow Crew. Yes, you are 100% correct. For every mean one, there are 20 amazing blockheads. That is absolutely true. And
You
even the
know,
mean ones.
maybe 15 to 20.
She's like, let's not get crazy. maybe
Depending on, yeah,
15.
let's be real here, meow meow.
Let's be real. It's still women.
Yeah, we're still women.
Right.
I mean, we are near that age of like starting to not have to sync up anymore. Oh my gosh, are we getting that old?
But we've come a long way, I think, too. I mean, I feel like there are two waves of blockheads now, too. Like Dory and I were talking about it. There are like the OGs from back in the day who have been part of the reunion since it started, and then we have like a newer wave of
Add
blockheads who
in,
came in during the reunion.
Like the
add
girl in
in
front of us.
active.
Sorry.
It's okay. Add in active to that statement because I would say I'm an OG because I go back to the 80s, but I never got to go see them and be active in the communities
Oh, okay.
until 2017. So I would say I'm an OG but wasn't active. You guys were OGs and active.
Okay, that's a
You know what I
fair
mean?
assessment.
Because
And the
then
other
you got
thing
your
also
babies.
for Amanda and I, being from New York and New Jersey, we got all the concerts.
You did.
Yeah.
Go to New York, we could go to Long Island, we could go, and see them all over. And so I think I saw like 13 shows back in the day, which is a little
Damn.
unusual. I think people didn't get to see that many, but because where we live, even now, we can go
Yep.
see wherever they show up, which is why.
Well, that's what I was going to say too. Like I like to do stuff like this not because I want to brag about the fact that I got to do it. I like to talk about it because I know I'm lucky because of where I live in the country in such close proximity to these cities where they do all of these events and I get to go see them so that I can come on here and tell the people who don't have access to them as easily like about it and how and not to make them feel like bad or
No,
FOMO or
we're also
anything like that.
we're also helping to fill in. Like it makes me think of Maria of our Yikes, right? Like she was so big on putting everything in on YouTube so that people that couldn't be there could experience the things as well. And it's similar, Amanda, what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're filling it in, like even this conversation about the Kelly Clarkson show. There are people
She
that
would have
weren't
had it, yep.
giving the inside information so that they could hear more about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like that
Man.
we had to hear her sing that Bowling for Soup song 4 times.
Yikes would have had it on her freaking YouTube.
She would have.
Oh.
And she would have heard her say Springsteen. What did she say? I might have said
yeah.
Springsteen and
And then just
sitcom.
having trouble with the line with the movie titles. She couldn't get that out. That was her biggest, right? Because she said the movie
Yes,
title really fast,
yes.
even saying almost
Yeah, and I
died.
was telling her, I was saying to Dory, she's not pronouncing it right. She's not saying it right in the right beat.
Right.
She's like, go up there and tell her. It's like, no, she's got a voice teacher. I'm sure she has a musical director. Um, so their conversation was so it just flowed. I think the guys, like I said, were all in such good form. Kelly was, truly seemed interested
Mm-hmm.
and like excited to have them on, and she, if for nothing else, that she was a fan by association through her sister.
Yeah.
It's still cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that
I
she got to meet up with Danny
in
um
Germany.
in Germany.
Like what the heck?
So random.
What
I
was
think
the
the
funniest part of their conversation? For me, I gotta
mhm,
answer this. When was it the country part? So there's some inside jokes here with them, especially I love Joe and Jordan together. I just gotta say they're my favorite.
mhm.
Jordan wins my heart. So when those two were
Jordan.
Jordan, love them, eat them right up. They okay, now I'm in a different headspace. This
The
is what
funniest
ADA, no,
the
ADD looks
funniest
like
part
later.
of their conversation.
Thank you. When they when Jordan said that John has a country song coming out and Joey about lost it, and I'm like, okay, there's something here. There's something happening here. And Joey's like, it's because he wrote it, and then they keep calling it country. He's like, it's not country. It's got a little twang. And I'm like, what did he do? And then whenever he couldn't handle it anymore, and he just got up and jumped on Jordan, I
Yeah.
was like, yes.
He said just because it has the word barn in it doesn't make it a
Yes.
country
Oh, I didn't
song.
catch
That's what he
that part.
said.
Funny.
Yes. And I love it. And I'm like, okay, I cannot wait to hear the song. And I'm so excited that John has a mic in his hand for more than just happy birthday. Yes.
I think he knew that it was time.
Yeah.
Like, if he didn't do some sort of solo, it was going to be lights out for him. The fans weren't going to let him live it down. So I'm really happy that he's doing it too. I think the funniest part for me was when John got like, not heckled, but when he said that he got rid of all of his like memorabilia
Oh,
and everybody was like, oh, boo.
Yeah.
He
yes.
threw out all his gold records
I
and
think
everything. And
some of that got edited too because we weren't stopping. We kept on with the what? And Kelly's like, hold on, hold on, hold
yeah,
on. I
yeah,
understand. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you
I
understand?
forgot
He's like,
about
no.
that.
He kept the important ones. What's the important ones, Jonathan?
right. Which ones made the cut, Jonathan?
He probably did, and
That
he probably just said that to save his ass, right? Because now he's got to say something.
I thought that was pretty funny.
I could
I
totally see
I
Jordan have
mean,
every one on the wall, right? Jordan would be the one that has every single one of them on display, right?
I
Well,
think
I do
Donnie
know
too.
Yeah, like
Donnie
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 has that,
too.
or something, right?
right?
Yeah.
I think Donnie showed something before of his house in Plymouth. And I mean, that's a small place, but I believe he had things on the wall in
Yeah.
Plymouth.
Well, why
He went
wouldn't you? That's
live.
so bizarre that they wouldn't. But I don't think
But
it was
Joey,
on it, right? They
when
just
Joe
put one
moved
in.
to when Joe moved to New York, I remember him doing something and getting rid of stuff when he found the hat when he was leaving LA. He
Oh,
found the hat, but he found other things too. And if I'm remembering right, there was talks about trying to figure out what Goodwill or Salvation Army he went to. And I'm like, no, he didn't. No, he
oh my
didn't.
God,
Could you imagine?
no.
Like,
I
no.
think I think that was funny to find out like who had saved things because Danny said he didn't really have anything
But that's a
either.
That's a bullshit
Right.
lie.
Yeah, I feel like they all have stuff. They
Yeah.
have
you have
to,
to have something.
right?
He has stuff whenever you would see him on, like, doing the woodworks or whatever, there was stuff all over his
The
walls.
woodworks.
Rangers won.
Um,
Sorry,
yay, Rangers.
I can
Um,
give you my
Go sports.
go.
yay.
That was cute.
So what else is there that they didn't put on the show that didn't make the cut? I'm trying to think.
I know something that didn't get talked about at all.
Hmm.
And it is the fact that the story's not over for Teresa's family.
Okay.
Because her sister Sandy is still in need of a kidney. So polycystic kidney disease can
Oh.
be genetic and hereditary. So their mother had it. She unfortunately passed in August, but she got to see. Aw, hi Mark. Say hi to Bethy's dad.
Hi.
Um, her sister. So their mom had it, and she ended up passing in August, but it was a week after she got her kidney. So I kept telling her, I'm like, your mom waited. Your mom waited and made sure her baby was okay. Her older sister is on dialysis now, so she's really in need. And there are a few people lined up, but we have it in our link tree. On all of our bios, you can click our link tree and you'll see a spot that says help our friend. We used to have Sandy and Teresa on there, but happily to say, we only have Sandy on there now, not Teresa too. But still, like, the story's not done. The story's
Yep.
not over. Sandy is still in need. She does have some people who are trying, but once you get put onto dialysis, it's really hard on your body.
Yeah.
So it's important to be able to try to get that moving along fast. I'm trying not to cry, but this is something that was not able to be talked about on the show, and I wanted to make sure that it got mentioned here at least. So if anybody's interested in even trying to see if you qualify, just click our link.
Hmm.
And keep in mind too, like, even if you're not sure what you want to do it or whatever, but you can always see if you even qualify and then make your decision. And it's okay.
Yep.
Nobody would be mad at you. This is a huge thing to do. Even if you like backed out, like nobody would be mad at you. That's all understood. But
Yeah.
yeah, the story's not over.
So if go to No More Games, our Instagram main page, and you click on the hyperlink that says our link tree, you'll see the link on that page to help our friend, and all of the information that you need is there. And yeah, and pass it on. Please feel free to pass it on as well, because that's how it works. You spread the
Exactly.
word, you put it
Yeah.
out there.
And the beauty of the organ donation situation with this is that it can be a domino effect. So even if, let's say, Christina wasn't a direct match for Teresa, which blows my mind still, there would have been like a domino effect lined up. Like, okay, well, this person matches this one matches this person, and then this person who wanted to donate so that person could get a kidney, they match this person. So now it's all aligned that that person gets their kidney, but then all these other people do too. So not only are
Wow.
you like saving that one person's life, but essentially because you stepped in to be that additional puzzle piece, you're assisting in all these people's lives getting saved. And you have two. It's a
Mm-hmm.
spare. So I don't know.
That's
And it's hard to
amazing.
qualify. Like
Wow.
I don't qualify. Otherwise I'd be like, what I gotta do? I've tried.
Right.
But honestly there's a lot of people in this world today that aren't gonna qualify to donate. So I'm
Yeah.
working on it though. I'm working on myself to get myself right.
Damn, girl, you go. Definitely check that out. Thank you for bringing that up, Kelly. It was surprising, like I think how strict they were in the studio too, about
Yes.
like they didn't want you to yell out to the guests. They didn't want you to yell out to Kelly. They didn't want you to try to get the guests' attention. Meanwhile, there I was going, Jordan, Jordan, over here,
Jordan.
take off your pants. Um, Dory's laughing because she knows I said that. Um,
I heard
but
you
I
say it.
said, you know what? They don't understand. Like, it's not going to be us trying to get them. I saw somebody in the chat ask if they interacted with the audience. They did not interact with the audience. I will give you one guess who came out to interact with the audience. Let me see it in the chat. You know who.
No.
It is our captain, Donnie Wahlberg, and he was very low key about it, but he was the only one who really came out, and he was like fist bumping people and waving, and he took a couple of selfies with the crowd and or the audience, I should say. And yeah, that was fun. The rest of the guys stayed, on the sound stage.
John and Danny were kind of pointing at people and waving at people.
I saw that, and I wondered because I saw that a girl like crocheted. Yeah, he can't help himself. Meow meow crew, you know it. Somebody had like a crocheted sweater on that matched the sweater on the Danny doll. I don't.
How did you notice that? Oh my goodness.
I didn't notice it. I saw a post about it on Instagram, and she was saying that Danny had, was motioning to her, and he must have like poked John in the ribs and said, check it out. So I think, because I saw them doing that, like, was it when we were going to commercial break or something like that? Because you're right, they were like pointing and like waving to somebody on the other side of the audience.
Right.
I don't remember what was going on when that happened, but I couldn't see over there. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure what
So
was going on.
Belle is saying, I think that's the name, physically impossible for Donnie not to interact. Wasn't Lori telling us the story that Lori was in the lobby very early, and security let them stay there, but they were like, you guys have to be quiet. And then when the new kids came in, Donnie was like, oh yeah, and then you were getting yelled at, and they're like, it's not us, it's him. Like
Right.
he was yelling at the fans, saying like, you guys got to be quiet. They're like, it's not us, it's him. He's causing all this craziness. It is Donnie. It's so funny.
It's always Donnie, but that's
Did
our
you see
Donnie.
his post about the girls that did the flash mob? I love that.
That was
That was
awesome.
How cute.
adorable.
How
He went over there. I think that's in St. Charles where he lives. Is that where they were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I thought that was so cute that he went out and did that.
I I also loved that. And I think like bravo and kudos to all those girls who went there just to participate in that. Like people came from out of town to do that too, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love it.
People came all the way from freaking Seattle for that. Yeah.
Well, I guess he showed up, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I honestly don't think that he even knew. Like, he didn't plan on going. And, like, all those people, I don't think that they knew he was going to show up. Because how would they know? Like,
Right.
he was literally, like, just in New York.
Right.
How do they even know he's home?
Exactly.
That's
That was
amazing.
great.
I've never been inside that Wahlburgers, I gotta say. I've been
Me
outside of
either.
it, but I couldn't get in it because it was just too crazy.
Oh, really?
Well, they
Yeah, I've been
Well,
to a few, but we've never been out there.
it was, what was I there for? I think it was when I went to the Chicago shows. Well, the Rosemont shows. Yeah, and I had
Oh,
went there
okay.
because they did something. Was it NK? We do gotta go, Teresa. Um,
Annie
was
says
it
she
NK?
really wanted to see Jordan's body roll and they cut it out.
Oh,
It
oh,
was good.
the hands. See, this is what I'm telling you, man. When he
It was
was,
good.
don't tell Joe.
It was very good. It was a lot of fun.
I'm so distressed.
Why? Over Jordan's fingers, you
Jordan's
weirdo.
hands.
WalCon. Yeah, right? They should do a WalCon at the clubhouse. That would be cool. We should just all do like a Donnie appreciation something or another. I mean, we always do. We do, you know, blockheads all over the place do, you know, all kinds of special projects and stuff like that for him, but it would be nice to
I love the
be able
stuff
to
that
honor
Kathy
him.
does for his birthday.
Yeah.
She always has really good
Did you
ideas.
invite him?
And she's done that for years already.
Hmm.
Huh?
Did you invite him to this? Because it won't let me because he doesn't follow me on here. He only follows me on Twitter, which is non-existent anymore.
I did not invite him to this because we just wanted to talk about the marshmallow.
Well, I'll invite the marshmallow, and I started writing marshmallow.
Did you?
Yeah, thanks.
I doubt he'll come on, but it's
Worth a shot.
oh, they did do a WalkCon the Thursday before BlockCon.
Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, right. I didn't
I
go
still
to
kick myself
BlockCon.
that I didn't go to BlockCon. I can't believe I didn't go to BlockCon,
Weren't you
but
going to go to that? I thought you were.
I was going to go to that, but
In there?
my money tree stopped producing, unfortunately.
You should get a new one.
I know, right?
Do you
Got
have
to water it more.
Menards? Do you have Menards there? No?
Your
Okay.
No, what's that?
Nards? I don't know about your Nards.
Menards, Menards, jackass. Menards, we had it in Michigan, but like it was this huge, like, John would have so much fun there. But they had like everything, like think of like a Home Depot, but like a lot more plants and garden stuff. We had it
Oh.
in Michigan, but I was gonna say you should go to Menards.
Yes, Meg, I know you tried to get me to go. I know you did. I couldn't make it happen. Oh, Menardos. Is that like Menudos? And by the
No,
way,
Menards.
I think that story that they told about Nanook was BS because I've heard that story told like 10 different times now.
Maybe
And
they're pirate.
I thought that it was that the record company said Nanook's got to go. And so they decided to go with New Kids on the Block. I'm sure the guys didn't like it either, but
Oh, you think it was the record company?
I heard that the
Bless you.
record executives, bless you, were the ones that said we can't market a band called Nanook.
I have to say
So
that was my favorite part when Kelly was trying to say it and Donnie was like, "That's why we changed it." Like that, I thought that was very funny.
Yeah.
Because she
Ninook? Ninook?
I
Is
know
it
what else
Ninook?
they cut out of that show that sucked
What?
when they were about to play the game and Joey did his normal Joey shit. And he's
Oh,
like, they're cheaters. They're going to cheat. What's the rules? Stop it, Joseph. Calm down.
Joey likes to be the center of attention.
Listen, I'm a little offended by the way you said that. Not what you said, but how you said it. I'm a little offended.
The man kicked his sneakers off and did a pirouette in his
And he
stocking
did
feet, as
it
my grandmother would say.
with the most amazing grace.
He did great. I couldn't do it. I would have fallen right
What
over.
did he say? That was the best damn pirouette he ever
But
did.
yeah.
Joey does the most. Okay, he just does the most all the time. He's just always doing the
He
most.
is the
No matter what it
most.
is, he's doing the most. And he's very competitive. And putting him and Kelly against each other,
Yeah. They
that
were
was
both
interesting.
extremely competitive because she was like ready to throw elbows.
She was.
If
So,
yeah,
hi, Lynn.
She was. Okay, so they did a total of five songs for the dance competition, but they only showed three. One was Macarena that got cut. What was the other one?
the the lawnmower.
Oh God.
Oh,
Remember that? That was
right.
weird.
Yeah.
I never heard of that. And Joe's like, "You mean
The
the
running.
Running Man?"
He wanted her to be wrong so bad. And I'm like, you
Yeah.
don't know
He
everything,
really
sir.
his he had his claws out. He was like, "Oh, she think, oh, they should have showed him saying that. That's why I love Joey Joe. Yeah. He was busting on her
He
during
was.
that dance competition for sure. He is so sassy. He's sassy Molassy, but I love him.
They
Um,
all took
Who?
turns
who did
all dance. Like I don't think Danny danced. Did Danny dance at all?
he did the
He
O
did
dance, didn't
something.
he?
He did everything. He was up against Donnie.
I mean, Donnie won every battle, didn't he?
Donnie only
Teresa,
went
you must
up
did
once.
you not see it on the monitor? Were you in the back?
She was in the. Listen, that girl was probably way too nervous.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And she probably had like the
You couldn't
producers or whatever.
Yeah,
tell,
that was before they brought Teresa out, right?
Mm-hmm.
huh?
That was before
Yeah.
they brought her out.
That was before they brought her out because she was like right at the end
Yeah.
almost. Teresa, you could not tell. If you were nervous, you couldn't tell. You were so graceful and it was so beautiful to watch you. You did such an amazing job. And I'm so glad that we got to see you right at the end there because they put you and Kelly and Christina right in front of me and Dory and our other two girlfriends, Jeanette and Melissa, when she was recording the like the intro and the outro
Yeah.
basically to the
Tag her.
performance.
You know what's funny? I didn't realize that's what she was saying because we couldn't hear anything. And then when we watched the show, I'm like, oh, there we are again after they did the performance. Because see how they cut that? Like that was the last thing she recorded,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
With
Yeah.
the intro to the song and then the tag at the end, and you
Yep.
got to see behind her. And it was so funny because
Mm-hmm.
she was so short next to everybody else. That's why my face, everybody else was cut off because they normally high, normal height.
Yeah. It was
Wow.
it was a lot of fun.
How they record, how they do the taping, and then they put it in order of how it's going to air.
Hmm. It was cool.
Gives
It
the
was
editors
cool.
job security for the editors.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
It
what I
was
do.
cool to see the finished product for sure,
Mm-hmm.
especially knowing how they pieced it together.
Yeah,
Well, because
for sure.
he had done the intro. We're going to watch them sing now. And then they did the show, and they had to put her back again to say, okay, that was them. Like they did that all at the end just for continuity for them, so it's easier to not move everything around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do something. So yeah, it was good. I had a really good
I
time. It
had
was better than I.
a great time. What was your favorite part? Let's talk about our favorite part of the taping, and then I think we should wrap it up because it's getting to be. I almost turned into a pumpkin by 10 o'clock. So,
For me,
Kelly, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part. I mean, other than Teresa and Christina, I have to like say other than that because obviously. Um, but my favorite part, I don't know. I loved the entire experience, to be honest with you, and some of my favorite things might have been backstage, so I'm not gonna really go there. But um,
Mm.
um,
guys backstage at all or no?
Donnie and John, yeah. Um, my favorite part might be Lady, his dog. She's so
Oh yeah.
cute. The little, he has a little black dog and little white dog. I think she got like gray spots. but they are Teresa's nieces, by the way. And
Aw,
yeah, Lady and Guccini. Guccini didn't want to have nothing to do with anybody. She just wanted to run around and go back in the other room where Tara was.
a little
But
diva. Not
yeah,
Tara,
exactly.
the dog.
Well,
We
maybe
love Tara.
both. Tara might be a little diva. But Lady, oh my gosh. I just want to
Yeah.
snuggle her. But anyway, that was that part.
Well, that makes sense. That would be my favorite part too if I had gotten to do all that.
Hmm.
Honestly, to be completely honest, I enjoyed everything, but one thing that was really a favorite to me might have been finally hearing Kelly sing live. I've
Mm,
never seen her live, and I was a huge fan of hers.
yeah.
Like, literally seeing her walk through that door, like the guy Jay, who was the hype man or whatever, that again, I have to say, I got him to say DILF. Um, when he said that,
That's not
Kelly
your
doesn't,
favorite part.
that kind of was a little bit. But seeing, he's like, Kelly's just gonna walk out that door. She doesn't like a big scene or whatever. She's just gonna come out the door. And when that door opened and she came out, I was just like, oh my God.
Mhm.
And then watching the show back, okay, I have everything was my favorite. Watching the show back because I didn't get to see the what I'm watching or whatever. I didn't get to see
Right.
that part. So I saw it on the show when I watched on TV, and dude, that guy's got a Blockbuster in his basement.
That was really
Like,
cool.
hi Jessica, I miss you.
Hi, Jessica. Um, Hi, Amy. What about you, Dor?
For me, it was
I mean, you're into. Say it again.
when they performed the song. I loved it. That was my favorite part
Were
because it was like,
you were you surprised that you liked it so? Oh, you didn't hear it first.
no, I hadn't heard it. So when they played it, I was like, and then I was glad they did it again because I loved it. And I was like, what are they saying? Like I'm trying to listen to the lyrics, and I absolutely love the song. I mean, I've played it. I just put it on repeat the whole way to the city. I drive to work in the city. I just listen to it playing the whole way out. I just it's such a good song, and I haven't always
Wow.
felt that way about every new song that comes out. So
Me
Yeah.
either.
so
No.
I've never. I don't think I've ever felt that way about one of the new songs that they put out. Not because I don't love their music, but it
grow
has to
on
grow on me.
yes,
A
yeah.
lot of it has to grow on me for some reason.
Like hard in the
Um,
way.
what? What about
Like
the way?
hard in the
Oh,
way. When they released the way, I knew immediately. I was like, oh hell. Oh my God. This is
Yeah,
amazing. I knew from that moment. I'm
I
like,
loved it. Like,
when I heard that song for the first time, I was like,
yeah. Yeah.
and then I was
Yeah.
like, is this a little like is it a little cringy? But then I was like, hell no, it's
that
not.
that song
Um,
probably get played on the radio. We know that for sure. I think
yeah,
like
We played on
I
our
think
radio.
on in the car, but
I think my favorite part for me is like I love getting to see like the behind the scenes stuff. Like I just like seeing how the show was actually put together. I loved getting to watch the guys like kind of just be goofy with each other.
right.
Um although I've gotten to see them do that on many separate occasions. Something about this time was really fun to watch, and I loved the performance. Also, I think it was they, like I said, they were all like just in such great
Yeah,
form
and
that day.
I think Donnie's
They
right
were,
song is perfect for the situation for them.
yep,
It's I was surprised to hear that they didn't write it. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Not everybody writes. Do we know that Barry Manilow did not write "I Write the Songs"? So not every performer writes their own music, but they do write a lot of their stuff. But when they said that they didn't write it, I was surprised because it is so
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I loved it as soon as I heard it. So that was definitely my favorite part of the whole show. I mean, I love watching them talk and the whole thing, but the performance, I really loved it.
yeah,
What did they say? Did they say something about how it was the only one they didn't write on the album?
I think so.
yes,
I think they did.
yeah. It was written by a younger songwriter who I no. Now I'm getting my facts confused because I think was it the director of the video that had worked with like BTS or somebody, but it was a younger songwriter, and but they were surprised that I guess that he was able to capture the feel of, you know, kind of exactly what they've been talking about and singing about and doing for all these years, is that we're still just kids. Yes, it's very on brand for them. And it, you know, like at first I was like, I don't want to hear another song about like wanting to go back in time, but
This one's better.
it is perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Like
Love it. I love it.
Amanda.
Debbie Gibson uses the term nostalgia, and I
Yes.
love that because I love to go back and relive the glory days, but I love the new stuff just as much. And I'm so, so, so excited that we're getting a full length album on May 17th, which I don't think that release date is any coincidence because that is Jordan Knight's birthday. I'm just saying.
Jimmy Fallon just started a live video. I wonder if he is at Studio 6B.
Not
I
at
bet
this
you
hour.
he is.
Nah.
And
They
DJ
usually start that
AK.
show at like 4:30 in the afternoon.
Well, maybe he's
oh, do
done.
they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
DJ AK, what is your favorite part of the Kelly Clarkson show?
It was watching the behind the scenes stuff. It was watching them perform, and it was also when the crowd, like the warm up guy finally got me to laugh.
Oh, that was so funny. He's like, she hasn't laughed once this whole time. What
Yep.
did he say that finally made you laugh? I can't remember what it was now.
I don't even remember, but I was like, this guy's corny as hell. He was great. Jay, if you're watching, you were very funny. I was just, I don't know. I was having
But
a day.
did you follow
Yes.
him and stay following him?
Yes.
Okay, I did
He
too.
followed me back, which is nice.
He did not follow me. And
Oh.
now I'm mad. Now I'm going to unfollow him.
Yeah. Oh, he's talking about password. Thank you, Teresa, for filling us in. Jimmy Fallon's talking about his new show, Password, which is supposed to be really funny.
Previews for
I
that. That's right.
I have not seen it yet, but you know what else I really want to see? I hear there's like a Name That Tune show
Oh my God,
on. Everything I watch is like streaming now. Huh?
that's right up your alley.
It is right
Mm-hmm.
up my alley. I think I'd be good at it too, but I digress. So I think this probably brings us to the end of our little combo here
Thank you.
about Kelly
It
Clarkson.
was
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
Thank you for
Remember.
coming on.
I was like, all right, I'll do it. Do I have to put makeup on? That's the first thing I said, which I didn't. So
No, because you didn't have time because you just
I
woke up.
did. I fell asleep watching the Ranger game. That doesn't happen normally.
That's not like you at all, but yeah, we had so much fun. I can't wait because we were all gifted free
Ooh,
tickets
did you
to
figure out
the
where you're going
concert.
yet?
We're going to be going to Jones Beach and Hershey.
No, but with your ticket. Which one?
Jones Beach and Hershey.
Those
Oh,
are
She
the.
feel
never mind. I get it now because she's got two and you've got two.
I'm not
ACC.
supposed to have any, but
Yeah, but don't tell them.
Well,
Um
you've
so
got
now
Snoop's going live now. Like we're starting a thing.
so now we're going to Jones Beach,
Teresa's
Hershey,
going to Hershey.
and PNC Bank. Yay, we'll see you in Hershey, Teresa.
that's exciting. I can meet her in person.
And PNC.
She's
And
doing Teresa, you're doing Hershey and Jones Beach, the New York one.
Jones Beach, can I just say, is amazing.
it's a great
If I'm going
There,
it's a great
to Jones.
venue.
if you haven't been there, you have to get there at least once in your life because they
It's a
did the
great venue.
over there. But
This might be the only time.
when you're there, they're on the water, so the audience, you're looking out. The water is behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Kelly, I'll see you in Jones Beach too. Not you, Kelly. Kelly Faye.
It's
I'm going.
Are you? Oh, you. That's right.
Yeah,
going
You
Buckner.
are.
you're
Going
going
to
to
Jones
Yay.
Beach.
Yay! Oh, that's awesome.
The last time we were at Jones Beach Story to see them, do you remember that they all jumped in the water and got on that
Yes, I
boat?
did.
You were there?
Yes, we were.
And that was the infamous picture of Donnie in his wet undies, his hiney.
I went with my mom was there for that. She's gone now.
That was great.
But yeah. And I always tell Eddie because my son is Eddie, and we go there to see Dave Matthews. And when we go there, I'm like, "You see that top part? That wasn't there. Like they added a whole section. It used to be there, so now they can fit even more people. I love it there. I will always go there for everything because it's so nice. It's not
Yeah.
close a good hour and a half from here, right? Without traffic.
Oh, Clarita says that was in 2009. Yeah, that was right in the beginning. Were you at that show too, Clarita? I bet you were, because she's a New York
Oh
girl.
no, but they did something like that back in the day in '88.
Yeah, they
No, they
did do something when they were.
that's what it was. They came in on a boat back then.
Mhm.
Is that what it was? Or they
Well, this one they
left on a
went
boat
out on a boat, but they just
thing. They
they
did
swam
something.
to it.
You
Back
know what, Amanda?
What?
so what did they do in '88?
No, they did something back in the day, and I've watched it with you, Amanda, on a Zoom before.
Oh, really? At Jones Beach?
Yeah, I think they were at Jones Beach, and they got in the water.
Yeah. Yes, that's probably what it is. Who's doing the magic seats?
That girl right there, and she's
Who's
gonna go to
got two
jail.
thumbs, no money, and a magic seat ticket? This girl.
Oh,
Guess who else got magic seats?
Who?
You watched the show, Christina and
Oh,
yes.
Teresa. They
Teresa
gave them
and Christine.
magic
That's
seats.
right.
Which is so
Yes,
awesome.
that's going to be so much fun. I decided to do the magic seats in Satan's anus, otherwise known as North Carolina in
Why,
July.
who's there
So wish me luck. I'm
going
sure
with?
I'm going to, huh?
Who's in North Carolina that you're going to that show with?
DJ Bethy.
Oh,
And we're going to go DJ Smiles is going to be there. Woodshed's going to be there. DJ MJ Rock is going to be on stage with me.
Y'all are
I'm,
going to jail.
I'm probably going to sweat my weave right off my head. I'm probably
Kenny!
Hi, Kenny. Um,
Kenny!
it's going to be so hot. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're just going to go for it, and
You're
hopefully it'll
gonna be
be
hot, girlfriend.
hilarious.
Should we hit up the Meow Meow crew? Because they're a pretty big crew. Maybe they can help us with a GoFundMe to raise the bail money in advance.
yeah.
They want to know if I'm practicing my moves. Listen, have you seen any of Rat Tail's dance videos that she's put out? Adrian also has the magic seats. We are going to very similar dance classes. So our moves are going to be old school. There's going to be a lot of like sequins involved. It's going
Oh,
to
see,
be a
What
mess.
is the
although ever since you said the word weave, I have in my head, this ain't no weave.
This ain't no
That's what's
weave.
in my head ever since you said that word. Sorry. I just
Sorry.
Do you know what that was from? Kelly?
no.
That was from the pay-per-view, wasn't it? Pay-per-view?
Mm-hmm.
Back in 90? Was that one?
Wow.
Yeah. From where? Rhode Island?
Or was it the other one? I don't know. There was two. No, I think that was the first one. Wasn't the first one? Were you at that show in Long Island
Mm-mm.
at the Coliseum? The first pay-per-view
Mm-mm.
I was at with Linda, who was here. I don't know if she's still on. She was here before. I think it was that
You
one.
guys
This ain't no.
have
It was Jordan
so
talking
many
about
awesome stories.
his tail, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I don't know how.
Yeah, about his tail. Which that was also a really funny part of the show when Jordan said he might still have his rat tail.
Yeah.
I thought
Like,
for sure that the Hard Rock had it because I feel like back in the day, didn't they say that he donated it to the Hard Rock Cafe?
They gave it back.
Yeah, they were like, "Here, take your fucking nasty hair."
I just want to give an alert that our friend Kenny ditched us. He's now
Bye,
going
Kenny.
live on another radio station. Traitor.
Oh,
Kenny
that's all
just
right. We
released a
love him
really great
anyway.
song. Kenny
Yes,
just
he
released a
did.
really great song.
All
Okay,
right,
you said this was
kids.
over.
I
I
can't
think
remember what
Oh, and Meow
this
I
is
Meow
it.
Crew.
but I can remember this ain't no weave. That's
This ain't no way. Yes. Go to our link tree and click the link to help our friend see if you qualify. If you don't, that's fine. If you're not comfortable, that's fine. We still like you,
spread the
I
word.
guess. Yeah. Uh,
And you'll
yeah.
see this on our Instagram. You can watch it again if you just think we're so hilarious and adorable. It'll be up on YouTube as well. And what do we have coming up? It's Tuesday, so what do we have coming up tomorrow? We have boy band brunch.
I'm looking at the calendar right now.
Are
Yeah.
you? You want
We
to
have
give the old rundown?
boy band brunch. We've got an oldies but goodies replay from yours truly. And Friday. Nope. Tomorrow's Wednesday. man, that's the worst part about Wednesday is when you realize it's still just Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Thursday we've got the Boy Band Break Pod and the Power Hour replay with DJ Bethy at 11 at night
Mm-hmm.
Eastern. Friday's packed. Friday's Weekend Vibes, Oldies Replay, and Miss T. Saturday MJ's got a Power Hour for us, and
Yes,
she's always fun.
she is.
Do you ever play mine again? Didn't I do 2? My Power
You
Hour?
want to do
You
another
did
one?
too. You did a freestyle power hour and you did like your
Yeah.
favorites.
Yes.
Remember you did like Toad, Tyrone, OAR. Was it OAR?
Oh,
Toad and the
Dave.
Wet Sprocket.
Probably Dave. Yes, or the Wet
Toad
Sprocket. Dave
and the
Matthews.
Wet Sprocket.
I must have done Dave Matthews.
And Dave, yeah, Dave. You have to
But
do another one. You have to come on and do another one
The
with me.
freestyle one was better. I like the freestyle one.
We need to do a freestyle part 2 because there were so many good songs that we had
yeah,
to leave out of that. So,
just make sure you have Stevie B.
oh yeah,
We could do a TV block.
yeah, we could. Spring love, come back to me. I need you and I want you, baby. All right, I
What was
think
the
on
one
that
about the
note.
postman?
Oh, that was the slow
Oh, I got your
hour.
letter from the postman just the other day. That was
Keep
like a
going,
breakup.
keep going.
That was a breakup song.
I loved it though.
Yeah.
It was
Stevie B
good.
can do no wrong in my eyes.
That's true. He's pretty awesome, and he has a sweet mullet.
Did you tell me that I used to do radio too in college? I
Tell
just
her
don't do it anymore. I just did. I did.
she was
Yeah.
a freestyle DJ.
Yes, I was.
That is so cool.
That was fun.
Yep.
That's why
Give it-
Amanda recruited me to do that Power Hour. It was.
Give us your little talk up really quick.
Oh God. Well,
Do it.
Ready, go.
I used to use the name Christy Matthews, right? And I used to say, "You're listening to the rhythm of the city, B91." That was
With Christy Matthews.
I love it.
yeah, but Cupertino just doesn't sound good on the radio. It just doesn't flow. You know?
It sounds
Dorian born
fine in
Pino.
Brooklyn though. Hey.
Yeah. You sound like you could be like a mobster.
Well, I was from Benson.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a whole nother story that I'll tell you guys when we're offline.
You're gonna leave all
Not
these
that Dory's a
people hanging?
mobster, but and George Lamond too. Yes, Maribel.
Oh, yeah.
We love George Lamond. Little bad of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop
All right, kids.
before we get
We could talk
kicked
about
off.
this all day.
I'm gonna send you the graphic, so don't save it yet.
Send me the graphic. I love it. Thank you, ladies. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
And thank you for everybody who hung out with us tonight and checked us out. I'm going to take my eyelashes off now, and it's going to be amazing. Stay tuned to No More Games Radio for all kinds of fun stuff that we have coming up for you. And
Nobody would have known
if
that
you
said it.
what?
Nobody would have known that unless you had pointed it out.
And if you can't be nice, then just don't be anything. Don't be
You're
mean
not
to people.
saying
Don't
it
hurt
right.
people.
You
What
want
do
me
I
to
always
read?
say?
I don't know.
Be
But
kind to
mine
one
is
another because you never know what somebody might be going through. There you go.
yes, and I always say so. Dory did hers, you did yours, and mine is always. Oh my God! Now, oh, this is your girl Kelly Mo here to remind you to be kind and rewind. Peace.
Thank you. Bye, girls.
Bye.
Good night. Thank
Have
you.
a great
You
night.
too.
Bye.